question says, I facilitate multi-team agile testing from within one team. My management keeps asking me to report on bugs and I don't want to. I want the teams to report on bugs and for me to focus on coverage. Do you have great advice on how I could approach this?
Do I have great advice? No. I trust my rest of the reporting.
Come on. Yes, you do.
I wonder...
Excuse me.
It does sound like Maret wants something different from the management.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be curious how many people those are, what happens when you present a report that they're not interested in, are the teams reporting are the other teams reporting the bugs? Is the management getting the information they need? And can you still do interesting work? And how do you balance those things?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think if I have more to say on that. I'm not sure.
So are there any gotchas that you might fall into if you're reporting on bugs versus coverage that you can think of? Just general kind of traps that you might fall into.
I think you get accused of being really negative if you only report on bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, Elizabeth, you're only complaining all the time. Why are you so negative? And I'm like, I'm looking at our software. I have no choice. Yeah, I think providing more information about the kind of testing that you're doing and what risks you've covered may feel to you like you're giving management a false sense of security, because what you want them to be focusing on and what they're not hearing from other people is about the bugs or about some risk that is not covered or difficult to cover or time consuming to cover. And it can be tempting to only share the things that are bad so that you know that people are hearing that and paying attention to that, and particularly if these are busy people with limited time and children running into the room to interrupt them. Right? You probably, your test reporting is not top of mind.
Yeah, I know one mistake that I've made in the past is not being quite, and this comes to the coverage. It's the coverage part of the question that made me think of this, is not being clear about what I haven't done, as well as what I have done. That's one thing that sprung to mind when I was thinking about the answer to that question. It's like,
I totally agree with that, and that's something that the rapid software testing people, guys, are they all guys? Anyway, teach how to, in test reporting, right? How well did you test? What did you test? What did you not test? How good was your coverage? Sharing what you didn't have time to do is maybe not the most embarrassing. I was going to say the most embarrassing part of our work. I don't know what the most embarrassing part of our work is. But
is there one thing?
It is not what springs to mind and that you want to radiate and share with everyone, right? You're not going around all the time being like, I didn't test this. But maybe you should be, because that is what someone else can help you with, pick up in your absence, decide isn't important. Do more of that.
Awesome.